Well, it turns out I had to do a little more work than I had originally envisioned. Yes, this is the engine, and it's all taken apart. I hope I can remember how to get it back together. But when I put this on the track to test it, there was no mighty sound of steam, and it perplexed me. So I took apart the tender again, and I hooked it back up to the transformer all by itself, and it worked fine. So the problem is something was wrong in the engine. So I took the engine apart, and I don't know if you can see it right in here. There's a broken wire. It's supposed to be soldered onto here, and it came apart. And this provides contact to the little switch in here. This thing is on its side right now, but there's the little switch. And when that piston goes forward, it pushes on this, which is supposed to make contact. And of course it's making contact, but there's no wire, so the current isn't going anywhere. So I'm going to try to solder this back on and put it all back together and see if it works. Okay, so the wire has been resoldered, the engine's put back together. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we got smoke, we got sound, we're in business. So here's the backyard, and this is what I have to work with. This is where I'm going to plant the garden railway. So as you can see in the sketch, the plan is to start back here. So the station will be attached to the house back here, around the level of the outlet here. I'm not going to be plugging it in there though. The transformer will be inside the shed, and I'll have a hole through it, and then I'm going to have the station will be along here, bolted to the side of the shed, and it'll be a double track going through. And the idea is to have the train come out this way and make a 3-foot circle around here, go back through the station, and then come out right across here and turn, and then follow this line this way. As you can see, I got a lot of cleaning up to do around here, but it'll basically hold itself right across here, right on this side of the stone fence. And I was debating whether I wanted to have it come this way and then go around and then cut back in, because I certainly have plenty of curved track to do that with. So I could do that, come around rather than cut straight across, and keep it hugging tight by the wall here, and then come this way, and then around this tree trunk as well, and then come this way, and it'll go back here. Now back here right now is a mess, but it's a lot cleaner than it used to be. So let's cut around here. And you can see there's just lots and lots of growth, but I'm going to be cutting all this back and clearing it out. So the track will progress this way, it'll curve around this way, and then in here is going to be the big curve where I'm going to have eventually the small city that I'm going to build up around it. It'll curve around through here on this side of the Forsythia, and then it'll come back this way go back out this way and head back toward the station again. So this whole area here going this way will be double tracked as well. And right now I'm debating exactly how to build that. What I think I'm going to do is get 3-inch black PVC pipe and cut a piece about a foot long and then put an elbow on it and have a 6-inch piece come out and drill a hole through the top of it and then bolt some Trex and then have those angled pieces, 90-degree pieces, dig them into a hole, fill the hole with trap rock dust and pack it down, and then after they're level have the Trex just follow that whole path there. How I go around these corners and how I go around the big turn way over there, I'm not sure yet, because of course Trex doesn't bend, but for the straightaway I think that will work really well. And Trex is impervious to almost everything, and PVC is almost impervious to everything, so that should last a while. I shouldn't have to worry about it. So that's the plan. We'll see how it progresses. We're now in an app called Rail Modeler Pro, and I have all my Menards track laid out here. The app is really nice because it shows me exactly what the track will connect like. That, where the arrow is there, that is the station, the tunnel, where it goes around. And as you can see, the track is going to just flow right along here. Here's that curve going around the stump. Now you notice right here, it's not joined up. And that's because when you lay curving track like this side by side, you need different radii for each set of track. They don't magically join up. You need one a little wider or one a little narrower than another. So this one looks fine, but I need to fix the other one. But you can see it keeps going, and you notice up at the top there's a scale in feet, so I know how far it is. I've already measured the yard. Here's the big turn where I'm going to build up the little village area, and then it'll go back along that same route. And the reason I can't just have one piece of track there, first of all, if I want to run more than one train at a time, that wouldn't work with just one track. And it's a challenge from an electrical standpoint if you have a single line that has to send the train in 2 different directions. So it's easier just to run double track. And the gray box you see down there, that's the shed. And this is really neat. This tells me what track pieces I'm going to need and how many of each. And I realized I'm going to need quite a few pieces of 054 track. So got to order that up in order to complete this. So stay tuned.